What's going on, everyone? I am Phenom Sage. I'm here with Fumincho. No, we're talking about E3 today. We have a stacked E3 this year. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, at first it was like, what's going on with E3? What's happening with E3 this year? And now there's like too much. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, everyone is having a press conference. Everyone is having a direct. It's kind of honestly overwhelming. It's honestly like I don't even know where to start. Again, Phenom Sage is here, not Famin Show. What's going on? My good friend Matthew. We're going to be reacting. We're going to try to react to a lot of these shows. Definitely the big ones, and I guess we'll kind of talk about the first big one, and that is the Summer Game Fest Kickoff show. I think that's what it's called this Thursday. Key 3. Yeah, we'll just call it Key 3. This is a 2-hour show. I don't really know what the vibe is going to be here because there's musical guest. There's like celebrity guest. Jeff Goldblum's going to be there.
I'm expecting Game Awards light to me. Game Awards light. Maybe some smaller. I don't know though. Game Awards doesn't really even itself have that big of announcements there.
Yeah.
So maybe just some chill announcements. I know he's got like some Among Us thing that he's going to show off or something.
Yeah, there's going to be some Among Us stuff. There's probably going to be some Fortnite stuff. Rick Sanchez is in Fortnite now. You think Elden Ring is showing up? So Regu in chat says Elden Ring is showing up at the Summer Game Fest thing. That's like kind of what everyone is saying, is that Keely's sitting on Elden Ring. Just like, let's just go ahead and get this out of the gate.
That'd be
what percentage?
A strange place to show it.
What percentage is Elden Ring showing up this weekend? Like this E3?
E3 probably like 80%, I would say. 75-80%.
Really?
I would maybe even go higher, 85%. Dude, that leaked footage, like that's out there.
Yeah.
It's ready.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of forgot about the leaked footage stuff. I kind of forgot that like a lot of that stuff got leaked and a lot of people were talking about it. And
it's out there.
Yeah, I don't know where that shows up, I guess.
I think it shows up at Microsoft, to be honest. That's where I bet.
Who's publishing that game? Is that Namco Bandai publishing that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that either. Let me go ahead and look that up real quick. But yeah, Microsoft, they were the first ones to reveal the game. Like they had that at their press conference or whatever.
It's their time. They've been getting a lot of those from Soft announcements. Yeah, I remember they had a heavy marketing push behind
Sekiro,
Dark Souls 3,
and Sekiro. Too. They had that revealed as well.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's definitely showing up there.
But we have here. This is published by Namco Bandai. Namco Bandai has their own thing.
No one's watching that thing. I can tell you right now, big boy announcements will be at Microsoft, maybe Square Enix, and Nintendo. That's where you're going to see the big stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's From Software is the developer who's publishing it. That's going to be Bandai Namco. They publish they published one of those Soul games. I can't remember. Dark Souls.
They published Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3. Yeah.
Maybe more.
Summer Game Fest, yeah, is going to be a big show. I don't know what kind of, like, are we seeing beef there? Like, are we going to see the big boy stuff?
I really don't think you're going to see much beef.
Like, what's the 2 hours? There's no awards to give away. There's no presenters.
It's going to be smaller announcements there.
Like, are you thinking indies and things like that?
Yeah, definitely indies. Maybe some exciting indie announcements, to be honest. We might see some Eastward there. Maybe some... what was that game that just got delayed to the end of the year? Axiom Verge 2.
Axiom Verge. Silk Song? Silk Song. I think that would pop up at Nintendo, though. I think that's kind of more their place.
But I think it's going to be the place where you're seeing a lot of smaller game highlights, because this is the time where, like, Microsoft, they're probably going to be dumping a lot of time into big AAA things.
I think so too.
There's not going to be time for small games.
I agree. I think that Microsoft, remember, that is a Bethesda show too, and we'll get into that. But I think say it again.
That's even more reason. Like, that's going to take up even more time.
Yeah, where it's like I feel like a lot of this stuff is going to have to get spread out between Microsoft in. I don't know, man. This is probably the obviously I'm super excited for a lot of these things, but like this is the weirdest position I've been in towards E3, where it's like, where do my expectations need to be? Like, I don't know, because of COVID, because of like...
Yeah. My expectations are pretty moderate right now. I'm like, there are some things that I'm expecting that I'm excited for, but I'm not going into this E3 with like, it's the year of dreams. I'm definitely not thinking
No, absolutely not. I think you'd be let down if you did. NetherRealm's new Marvel vs. DC game. Heavy rumor, by the way, we should mention. That is, I mean, WB, we mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. WB has their own direct thing that they're having. Everyone gets a direct now. That's just the rules. Like, everyone's getting a direct. But yep. WB has their own direct. WB owns NetherRealm Studios. And that's kind of weird to have a Marvel game show up at WB Direct. But, I mean, why not? You know, I don't see why not. I feel like that could show up there. Getting any fighting game at E3 would be a miracle, to be honest with you. But
I think we're going to... On top of that, at the WB Direct, we're getting that Harry Potter game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time to, like... that's this year, I think. I think they said 2021. In the trailer, I was at Game Awards, I think. The Legacy of Hogwarts, or whatever it's called.
You sure?
I'd have to look. It's called Hogwarts Legacy? Is that what it's actually called? Yeah, it is called Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, my God. No, it's confirmed for 2022.
It's also worth noting that while we're only talking about what's confirmed, I really do think Sony will have a show close by.
Really?
Maybe next week.
That's insane. That would be big, yeah. I mean, for one reason, like, it does feel weird to not have Sony here, but I mentioned this in my last video. It's like, Sony has integrated Ratchet this weekend, tomorrow. Like, do they even need to... Like, they're busy releasing some of the best games of the year right now. Like, I don't even know if they need to have anything show up.
I usually like that extra push, though. Almost every E3, before they stopped going to E3s, they had a June game that was out, and they would just spend, like, 2 minutes at their E3 thing being like, yeah, this game rules, 90 plus on Metacritic. Oh, look at all these other games that we've got coming out.
Yeah. No, yeah, they've done that before, for sure. But, I mean, God of War just got... a pretty controversial delay. Horizon just got a huge blowout. Ratchet, I mean, like, I don't know where they go. I mean, obviously there's probably stuff that we don't know about that Sony has in development.
There's definitely things we don't know about, and also now is the time to at least show like a God of War trailer, like some kind of trailer.
Yeah, I think there is
maybe even a blowout, maybe even the same 16-minute gameplay demo that we saw for the first game.
Mm-hmm. I think there is like a rumor that there's going to be something in July for God of War, but again, these are like Reddit rumors. Like I don't know 100%. How much validity is there for sure? Yeah, Weezer's going to be at Summer Game Fest. They're going to have a song that's an original song for a video game. So now I'm like, I know that sounds not hype. I know that doesn't sound cool, but I'm like, well, yeah, exactly. Like, what game? I have no clue. That could be kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if that's going to be a part of a reveal or something. Like, I have no clue. Maybe a new Crazy Taxi or something.
Maybe Psychonauts 2.
Oh yeah,
the Psychonauts 2 release date.
That would get me pretty excited, to be honest. Psychonauts looks cool. Let's talk about Xbox.
About the big boys.
Let's talk about Xbox.
About the big boys.
All right. Xbox,
so
Bethesda.
What do you got for Xbox and Bethesda?
That is going to be... Which day is that? We have it right here on the 13th, Sunday. It's going to be a little early. Afternoon, 12 p.m. for me. Earlier than usual, I guess. I think normally they have it at like 4 or something.
I do miss those primetime Sony like 6 p.m. shows.
Oh, I love those, dude.
Hype.
I love those. Yeah. Watch a Sony press conference, eat dinner, and then like sleep with all that stuff on your mind. Like just like that right time.
Perfect time.
But yeah, Microsoft I think is probably going to be the biggest show at E3 as a whole. To be honest with you, like this is going to be 2 hours. we're talking Starfield,
Oh,
dude. Like,
okay.
talking Starfield. If Elden Ring is there, like, it's probably gonna be here. They could show gameplay of Elden Ring, Halo Infinite, possibly Fable, possibly Senua's Sacrifice. Like, Microsoft has a lot of shit in the bank right now. Like, they have a lot of stuff that could potentially show up. And third parties love working with Microsoft and all that stuff with like reveals. That's been proven, year after year. And I think Microsoft has that stage where like a third party studio like Sega would be like, okay, here's show off, Yakuza 8 or whatever. Show off Lost Judgment.
I'm just excited to be surprised. I know there will be at least one, maybe two big surprises where I will be like, oh my god, no way. And it'll be great.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's that's the only thing I want out of E3 as a whole. Not sure about Halo Infinite, especially with how they basically have to rebuild the game from the ground up with how bad that game is coming out this year, dude. Halo Infinite is coming. It's coming out this year. I don't think they had to rebuild the whole game from the ground up. I don't think they did anything like that. I think they did rework a lot of stuff.
They did some graphics stuff.
I don't think they were like changing the game. I do think that if we do see that game we have to. If it is coming out this year, they have to show that thing off at E3. It's time. Like, it's time to get people's hopes back up for that game. Which I'm actually legitimately curious. Like, is it going to look different? Who knows?
They posted some look how much we overhauled the graphics. I wasn't like, people were like, oh my god, it's saved. It didn't look that good to me. Like, it looked better, but like, I'm looking at Ratchet and Clank right now. I'm like, why doesn't Halo Infinite look like that?
Yeah. Why doesn't every game look like that? That's the question. But I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if they have the resources.
But, like, for Halo in particular, especially when you hear like that these Halo games have like crazy, stupid high budgets.
Halo Infinite is a quadruple A game from Xbox themselves. They've said that.
These games that have ridiculous money poured into them, ridiculous time poured into them, I just wonder, like, what's going on where, like, this is happening? All these, like, creative directors leaving the team, like, staff leaving the team, this, like, terrible development cycle. I don't get it.
It's been rough. It's been rough for sure. That was revealed 2-3 years ago now. Like, yeah, they definitely have had a tough time trying to get that game out to release the game, and I think E3 could be that time where it's like, all right, let's actually show off a good game here. Hopefully, we're all hoping.
I want to talk about a personal hope of mine, if you're okay with deviating just a bit.
Oh yeah, dude, we're just shooting breeze.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you saw, but just recently, Square Enix did something to some certain
I
Final
did see
Fantasy remakes that came out, and it has some implications for things on the horizon that I am very curious about. FF6 HD 2D remake, make it happen.
I mean, yeah, that's the weird thing.
Octopath Engine.
I did see that stuff on Twitter. It was like they changed the icons for FF3 and FF4 on iOS.
They changed the icons
to be 3D remake.
Names.
Yeah, 3D remake it's called. So I'm curious, like, what was the point of that?
They're distinguishing it. They're distinguishing their remakes because now we're in an age where you can remake something while retaining the 2D HD.
2D HD. So the potentially the next one is Final Fantasy VI 2D HD, 3D 2D HD, whatever.
I would assume that's what that means, because you don't distinguish Final Fantasy 3 and 4 to make new remakes of those. Like FF3 and 4, they already have remakes, and not a lot of people care about those games as much as they do 6.
See, what I was hoping for was like, oh, they're gonna re-release those games like on Switch or like in a collection or something.
That would be cool too.
That was my when I saw that. That's the first thing I thought of was like, oh, they're gonna do like a a pack that comes with like, I don't know, like 1 through 6 or something like that. And just differentiating that those ones were remade. I mean, I think that some of those games, like, they're kind of hard to play now. Like, I don't even have to play my PS3 to play 6.
Well, it's just hard to find those games now.
Yeah, it's 1 through 4, like, are almost unplayable if you don't have a DS. Like, you can't. I mean, I guess if you could play the originals.
DS games are super expensive.
Yeah, they're like $200.
Ridiculously expensive. Yeah.
Regu in the chat is saying, did you hear about the Souls-like Final Fantasy thing, or Final Fantasy Origin? Like, obviously, yeah, of course we heard about it. Yeah, it's old news for sure. But you think that's showing up here at E3?
Yeah, probably.
You think that's Square Enix? That's their one last thing, maybe?
I don't think you hear like this like massive uprising of news about a game unless it's like on the horizon.
Yeah, where would that rumor? Why would that come up? But I mean, this has happened time and time again, where there's like some wild sounding game, and then it just never comes into fruition.
Not this heavy. When it's this heavy, you can pretty safely say, okay, that's a thing.
Dude, I thought Star Fox Grand Prix was going to be a real thing, all right?
That was one source talking about Star Fox Grand Prix.
No, I fully believe that Final Fantasy Origin is real. And I do think it's showing up at Square Enix. I think that's happening. I don't think... That's the thing, like, they have 3. That would be 3 Final Fantasy games in development, not including Forspoken, if we want to count that. But like, we're talking about a lot of big budget games in the pipeline that it's like, what's going on, Square? Like, you slow down.
Do you think 7 Remake Part 2 and 16 will show up this
Yes.
week?
I think 7 Remake...
Because in their Twitter announcement, they didn't mention anything about that.
I think they have to. I think... It's going to be for 16, it's going to be a pretty beefy thing, and they're going to finally say 2022. And then for 7 Remake, it's going to be like a super teaser, one last thing kind of deal.
I just wonder, like, on Twitter, I saw them announcing it, and they're like, we have this thing, and a special look at this thing. I'm like, if you're advertising this stream so much, and you're, like, trying to market what's there, why would you not tease that these things that everybody wants to see?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would, like, if it's just a super small trailer for, like, FF7 Part 2, I wouldn't say, like, and stay tuned for a new look. Like, it's a bonus. Like, here's a quick image of Cloud running in the forest. Like, that's what I'm expecting. Like, I'm not expecting, like, a trailer. You're just going to see, like, Cloud in the overworld or something like, just like, oh, it's happening. Don't worry, we're working on it. Because there was a recent Square Enix thing or Final Fantasy event or whatever where I think it was Kita. Someone said that, like, oh, we wanted to show off FF7 Remake 2 there. Like, we had plans to, but, like, we couldn't. It didn't come together. We couldn't get, like, a demo build or anything together before then. So it makes me think that, like, they want to show us something. And plus we have, like, Intergrade coming out. They could kind of, like, hype that up within this. Like, oh, if you're playing Intergrade at home, get ready for this here, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's a possibility. I think it's more of a possibility than we're led on to believe, but it could very well not show up. Like, it absolutely. I think it's weird because what I could see is maybe it's not going to be at the Square Enix show because FF16 and 7 Remake Part 2 are both PlayStation exclusive. Sony could be saving that for its own thing, like its own show. True, but Final Fantasy Origin at the Xbox thing. Oh, it's all coming together now.
You think it is? You think that's going to be like some Xbox thing?
That would be very interesting, actually. I don't know. I think Square Enix is in Sony's pocket right now, if I'm going to be honest with you. But
yeah, I'm not.
I think that whole company, because even with like Avengers, they're getting exclusive shit. With Hitman too, I think Hitman got a bunch of exclusive PlayStation stuff. Like, Square Enix is like. I would not be shocked to see Square Enix bought by Sony in the next year or two.
There were those rumors. I was like, that's like the most, like, Bethesda was out of left field. That's like the most in field.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, of course. Happening. Like, you're basically already owned by Sony. You're basically already You know, it depends. It depends on what kind of deal they're willing to make.
Nobody plays those games on Xbox either.
You think there'll be an announcement for FF7 on other consoles? PC.
Not nobody, but
I think they might announce FF7 Remake for PC.
Yeah, probably, but not
Xbox. I don't think that's happening on Xbox for a while.
No, it will, but because they want everything on Game Pass, like they want everything on those two systems. Like,
yeah,
you're never gonna see a game on PC that's not on Xbox. Or wait, dude, maybe you will, because like Sony was bringing over their games.
Yeah, that's I was in that mindset more so, but I mean, it could be that way as well. I don't know. That's a weird space there with like exclusivity rights and things like that. It gets a little complicated there. Yeah, Square Enix is going to be kind of exciting. It's hard. I feel like Square Enix knows what they're doing. Like, they have so many games that people are excited for.
Every time we get excited for Square Enix, so like it's always disappointing as hell. It always sucks.
It's always like a 5-minute Life is Strange trailer and like
it's always super just boring mobile stuff that you don't care about, like Lara Croft Mobile or whatever. Just tons of trash.
I think there'll be at least one big thing at Square Enix for sure. Whether that's 16, whether that's Remake Part 2, or Origin.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Or I would not be surprised if some new Kingdom Hearts spinoff was announced. Something stupid, though. It's like a dance game or a racer. It's a racing game. Kingdom Hearts kart racing. Kingdom Karts. Kingdom Karts. Draft the tweet. It's happening. Kingdom Karts is real. All right, we're kind of breezing by. I think Microsoft and Bethesda, like, you think Starfield's showing up? What's your percentage on Starfield? There were some.
Starfield's pretty safe.
Yeah, I think it's happening. I think it's time. I think it could be pretty beefy because we know everything that Bethesda has right now. Like, that's the only thing that's like.
Here's my question to you: percentage on Starfield looking good,
I like this one more.
Not just fine. Not just like, yeah, it was okay. I want to say
like game of show contender.
Exiting out of that, like whatever that event is, whatever that showcase is, and being like, oh my god, what did I just watch? What is the percentage of saying that about Starfield?
Todd Howard was right. He's finally telling the truth. It does look amazing. You know what? Fuck it. That game's gonna look amazing. You're gonna be blown away. Oh my god. Open Universe. The first open universe game. Open Galaxy. It's Open Galaxy. We are planet hopping. We are it's like it's like what No Man's Sky, what we wanted No Man's Sky to be. Hopping between star systems, space battles, character customization. It's gonna be insane. Huge 10-minute blowout. It's like No Man's Sky, but it's not randomly generated. Like, they legit designed, like, at least 8 different planets for you to go to that are big. Like, each one's the size of Sky. No, okay, God.
That would be cool.
It would be cool. I hope it looks good. I really do. I think that studio, they need something. God. And we haven't, like, heard really anything about it in a while. I think it is definitely time to show that game off. The new Indiana Jones game by Machine Games, I think you could definitely see. That's the Wolfenstein developers. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. I think that could be really interesting.
I didn't even know that was the thing.
Yeah, I can't remember. They announced it like earlier this year. It was like a quick super teaser trailer. You just see like Indy pick up his hat or whatever. There's like maps and stuff. But like, is that first person? Is that going to be like a new Uncharted killer? Like, what's an Indiana Jones game? Like, I'm curious.
I think just now, everybody, not just now, but I feel like you're starting to see even more like Uncharted rivals / competitors start being made.
And I think a lot have failed, to be honest with you. Like, dude, I feel like that Tomb Raider trilogy just never was able to pick up steam. They tried. I think the first one people got excited about, but then the 2 sequels just really kind of fell off the wagon.
Well, the first one, I played it. It wasn't bad, but I didn't
it was the first game. You were like, okay, let's see what number 2 is about. You know, it was that ground floor that everyone wanted them to build off of. But I don't know, I heard 2 was okay, but I think the third one really disappointed. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think. Feels like 5 years ago.
I think the problem is that nobody is looking at those games and thinking about them. Unlike Uncharted, like, people think about Nathan Drake. They think about, like, they're surprisingly, I see so many people asking for another sequel to Uncharted.
Yeah, it's probably happening now too.
Despite how great of an ending Uncharted 4 was, it's like people want more of that character, that story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion though. That's like, is Uncharted 5 actually happening? Are we seeing that at E3?
No, I think it's I would be really disappointed if that were happening. Like, it's time. New Naughty Dog IP.
Yeah, please. Let's go to the next big one. We got to talk about Nintendo. 40-minute direct, then 3 hours of Treehouse or whatever.
Okay, so here's immediately what I want to say. You don't say 3 hours of Treehouse gameplay and not make me immediately think of Breath of the Wild 2. Like, is that not, like, the natural conclusion to make? Like, 3 hours of Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay? So, like, I was, before, you were setting up your mic and everything, I was, like, writing some notes, like, okay, so let me get some predictions. All I wrote was Breath of the Wild 2. that's all I wrote. But I don't know, because I could easily see them playing Mario Super Slam Golf, Pokemon Diamond and Shining Pearl or whatever, playing Animal Crossing DLC. I'm just thinking about that, like that direct in 2016, where like all they had was Breath of the Wild, and then that Treehouse was just nothing but Breath of the Wild. Nothing but that Great Plateau. Yeah, that was sick. That was amazing. Awesome. It was amazing. Like, I feel like that was such a cool way to experience that game for the first. I mean, obviously we had that awesome trailer. But that was the first time I, like, legitimately enjoyed Treehouse. Like, this rules. Like, we're learning new details about this world. They had Aonuma sitting down on the couch with them. Like, this shit was so cool. I loved that. And I'd like revealing a game that way. And I hope. I can only dream that that's how Breath of the Wild 2 gets revealed. That's what I want. Like, that's it. Them saying that was like, please, just do that. Oh, yeah, they're going to be playing Pokemon Arceus instead. Pokemon Arceus. They're showing that off. Oh, no. That's the Treehouse, dude. They're going to be playing that for an hour and a half. Oh. Hey, guys, what's going on? We're going to play some Pokemon Arceus. We're going to check out this open world. I could see it. I honestly could see it. That sucks. It does. That would really suck. That stings. Oh. Yeah, I agree, Regu. I think that's a huge possibility. That is a huge chance of, like, being a huge, like, 7-10 minute like spotlight in the during the direct. Yeah, I agree. I think that could be a big chunker. Breath of the Wild 2, we're getting a trailer during the direct? It will show up in some capacity for sure. I think it's just going to be out, like, they're going to show Skyward Sword HD and be like one more trailer for that, and then Aonuma's going to pop up. Here's an image of Breath of the Wild 2, and you see like Link in a cave holding a torch. Please look forward to this game. Oh man, that would suck. I hope it's not going to be anything less than like a trailer, like a cinematic trailer or whatever, but I hope that it's at least like, if you're not going to do a Treehouse blowout, then at least do like a nice little 5-6 minute little gaming montage thing of like the game. Yeah. I want a story trailer. And a title reveal. Give me that title reveal. Just a low Legend of Zelda. Something of the Wild. Death of the Wild. I can tell you right now, it's something of the Wild, and they're idiots if they don't. I think that either it's Breath of the Wild 2, or it's like Heart of the Wild, Death of the Wild, something like that. It won't be 2. They're not going to do 2. It'll be something of it'll be something to connect it to. The only reason why I think it might be 2 is because of like what Aonuma was saying about Breath of the Wild 1, saying it's like a callback to the original Zelda, and they made Zelda 2. So that's the only thing that has me like possibly think it could be Breath of the Wild 2, but who knows? I don't think that's smart. I think I'm okay with Breath of the Wild 2, but I think if they get rid of the wild, they would be really stupid.
I think so too. I think you need to keep that font, keep that going for you. I think that that game sold extreme. It's the highest selling Zelda game ever made. Like, I think you have to capitalize on that and deliver on that. On, like, this is a sequel to Breath of the Wild. This is a of the Wild game. But yeah, I really that's like the main thing I want out of E3 is honestly Breath of the Wild 2. That's like I dream of this game.
Me too.
I have night sweats thinking about Breath of the Wild 2. But Nintendo's got a lot of other shit that they could talk about. There's a lot of other interesting. All right, let's just go ahead and let's get Prime 4 out the way. Is that showing up at all?
Yes.
Oh, see, I think so too. I think we're getting to Prime 4 like cinematic teaser.
Yeah, it won't be much, but it will be. We are getting at least a small little trailer.
I think so too. I really do. Not a lot of people believe that. I actually do. I think we are going to see that.
Okay, no, you can't. You have to believe it at some point. Like, you can't just keep saying this game's never going to show up. This game's never going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, like Bayonetta 3, is that showing up? That game people have been wanting for so.
There's a chance for that to show up.
I think that has a chance of coming out.
It's been long enough. It's been long enough.
That's especially Bayonetta 3. Like, that development has been going smoothly. So, we should be able to see that game and play that soon.
Yeah.
Development is going smoothly, as told to us many, many times.
Oh, Regu brings up a good thing. Switch Pro.
Yeah, we definitely have to talk. I was gonna do a whole separate. I probably still am gonna do a whole separate video on the Switch Pro. What the? I'm at this point now where is that even real? Like, I'm now in this territory where it's like I don't even believe it now.
I think it's real, but I think what we were thinking before is what it is. It's not.
It's not a Pro.
Special. It's just an update with like the OLED screen and whatever else.
Quality of life stuff, new battery.
It's not going to be what people are saying, like a super ultra hyper upgraded Switch.
They literally announced it. Did they?
No, they did not. No.
I'm hopping on Twitter right now. What is going on? Why do I see Nibel tweets? What's going on? What is this? I don't see. What are you talking about? Who announced it? They said they were going to show it off. Who? Nintendo themselves said they were going to show off an HD.
Did not.
They did not.
There was only like rumors and leaks. The leaks said that it was going to be shown off before E3.
This last week.
Were completely wrong.
Yeah, the fact that it isn't makes me like debunk a lot of the other information going on as well. I think it is going to be it's not going to be called Switch Pro. It's not going to be called Super Switch. It's going to be called Nintendo Switch. It's going to have a bigger screen. It's going to replace the old model. It's going to just replace the old model. It's going to be you're still going to want it. It's still going to look cool. It's going to look better. Maybe new Joy-Con too, like just like quality of life stuff. Just an updated version of Switch, not a new Switch. I do not think it's going to be that. I think they will show that at the Direct. Switch XL, yeah, like a Switch XL. I think that's exact. I think it could be called that actually. I think that's a very astute prediction there. Switch XL seems likely.
Let's talk about this Smash DLC.
Yes, I think we're gonna get both characters revealed.
I agree.
That was last E3. We got Banjo and Hero. Both those trailers ruled. I got Master Chief, dude. I got him in my pocket right now. I'm waiting. I got
Master Chief too.
I got Master Chief.
Here's my question. Do you think they will have two banger characters, or do you think they'll do what they usually do, where they have like one niche character and then a banger character to like kind of offset it? Because I'm seeing a lot of rumblings about a Shin Megami Tensei character to promote the 3 and to promote 5 coming out later this year. By the way, that's another thing that's definitely showing up. Did you see this leak?
Yeah, that's coming out this year, baby.
Yeah.
Maybe like the Nocturne dude, the tattooed boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh God, please no. I don't
really care at this point.
I don't either. I don't
care about Smash characters anymore.
An SMT character would be cool.
Master Chief is the last like real big one that I really want. And then Dreamtime, the point where like I know it's not gonna happen, but
Ratchet.
It would be sick if it did. Yeah, just Ratchet or some Sony rep of some kind. But Ratchet is the most fitting. Get Ratchet in there.
My prediction. Trailer opens up. Ratchet and Clank running through like a desert area. They're fighting off a bunch of weird, crazy aliens. A rift opens up. They fall in. Oh no, Ratchet, where are we? They look around. I don't know.
That was a pretty good impression. That was a pretty good impression.
And then you see all the Smash characters there. This looks bad. And then like he riffs in or something like that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But I don't think Sony is that cool.
No, I don't think so either. I think they've been approached. I guarantee you, Nintendo's had conversations.
Yeah.
But yeah, Master Chief is it. I think it's Master Chief Sora. That's my prediction.
Those are two like really good characters.
They're so wanted. Like Nintendo, just do it. We know it's not Sakurai. If it was up to Sakurai, like Goku would probably be in this game by now. It's definitely up to Nintendo, and I think Nintendo's smart enough.
Said that the last 5 are like all picked by Nintendo or something.
Yeah, so that's why I think Nintendo would do that, just to get people to buy the game, to get people excited and continue playing Smash. But
I think they would do that for Shin Megami Tensei, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably smart to have Shin Megami Tensei. I don't know any of those characters. Like, I'm not familiar with that world. I already hate Joker.
I don't think anybody is. They just they want to like push that brand.
It would be smart to. Like, who's gonna buy Shin Megami Tensei 5? Like, is that game gonna sell? It is. It absolutely is. But like, Master Chief would bring in a lot of sales for Smash. Yeah, absolutely for Smash.
Just don't think it helps them that much. Like, I feel like anybody.
That's for Smash, the love of video games. Like, you put Master Chief in the game, that's the final character that comes out for this game. Like,
yeah, that's why it would be so cool. But like, I don't think they're looking at it like that, because like anybody who wants Smash already has Smash. So the next best thing they can do
is get those players.
Add a character that will make people buy other games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. Smash is, dude, get ready for some fucking amazing CG trailers. Like, that's the one thing that I'm like super, even if it's just one and not two, because they could hold on. I think they both have to come out before the end of the year, though. That's what the pass says or whatever. So we'll see. I mean, that could easily get delayed or whatever.
I think they're both showing up.
I think they are too. I think one will come out like probably this month, and then the next one in like September.
To me.
But yeah, Mario. There's a lot of like other weird little rumors, like Mario Kart 9, like the new Donkey Kong game. I don't think that's ready yet to be shown. To be real with you,
Odyssey 2.
Odyssey 2. Yeah, I would love to see a new Mario game. At least a teaser or something. We know the title for the new Sonic game. It's like Sonic Rangers, right? There's
one thing that I saw, like some news outlet reporting that Persona 5 Royal was rated for Xbox in another country or something. I wonder if that might show up this week sometime, maybe a port on Switch or Xbox.
That's the kind of thing I'm expecting at the Square Enix show. It's like things like that. Persona 5 Royal coming to Switch. Persona 5 Royal coming to Xbox. I feel like
Nintendo would want that on their event, though.
Probably, yeah. That would be hype. I would play Persona on Switch. Yeah, Nintendo's gonna have a lot of those kinds of announcements too. Like, there's probably gonna be what's the next port? We should definitely get that out the way. What's the next port? You think we're getting we were getting something Zelda related, something new Zelda related.
No. That's another thing. Is like there was like some rumors or whatever, some talks that Skyward Sword is not all the Zelda we're getting this year.
Yeah,
there's more.
I'll say. Oh, I thought you like had something.
No. I do. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess for sure probably get imported, I would say.
I think that's probably going to happen too. Tomodachi Life. Didn't they already do Tomodachi on Switch?
Individually, $60 each, of course.
Of course. With little to no changes.
No changes at all.
Yeah, no changes at all.
maybe a new amiibo to spend another $20.
Yeah, there'll be like a loft wing, or there already is a loft wing. We'll get those for sure. Definitely get another Twilight Princess, like a, what's it, Midna? Probably get another Midna emote. No, Miitopia. Yeah, I get Tomodachi. Yeah, Tomodachi is definitely coming to Switch. Tomodachi Deluxe on Switch.
Some other like big Nintendo drops.
See, Nintendo's another one where like it's always fun watching the directs. There's a lot of suspense because of like just the position that they're in right now and how many games they have that people are really looking forward to, like possibly a new Mario.
They have more. I would hope they have more for this second half of the year, because right now it's barren.
It is barren. It feels like a damn desert. I'm not playing Shining Pearl. I'm sorry, chat. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that game.
It can't just be a Pokemon remake and Shin Megami Tensei 5. Like, there has to be something else coming out this second half.
Destiny 2 expansion? That's Key 3. Key 3 for sure. That's they'll probably end the show on that, actually. But yeah, I really... yeah, at the Summer Game Fest thing, end the show with some Destiny DLC. I just hope that there's like one big... I hope it's like something new, like something we don't even know about. Like, oh, here's that... Oh, the side-scrolling Metroid thing. That's been a huge rumor for this whole year so far, is like a new side-scrolling Metroid game coming to Switch. Developed by the Samus Returns people. I would be absolutely... Maybe... I guess they could remake like Metroid Fusion. That would be really cool. They could remake one of those older Metroid games. I've heard really, really good things about like Metroid Fusion and Super Metroid, I think, or I don't know. I can't remember which one Samus Returns is a remake of, but I think a side-scrolling Metroid could easily pop this year. You there?
Maybe more Dragon Quest 12.
No way. I don't think we're getting that Sonic either. I don't think we're getting that new Mega Man game. Yes, Mega Man X. I think we're getting a new Mega Man X game for sure. X10? Is it X10 time?
All the way up to 10.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Capcom is another one. I think we'll see one new IP. I think we'll see a new IP. I don't think we're getting Village DLC. A lot of people think we are. I don't think we are.
RE4 remake.
RE4 remake? I feel like it's too far out. I think we'll see the other RE Outbreak or Apocalypse or whatever first.
I really think we're seeing it.
God, that would be sick. I would love to see a trailer for that. That would be sick. That would be kind of wild, actually. I'm not even sure if there's like...
I don't know how big of a change it's going to be, though, because with the other ones, it was like such a dramatic...
Yeah, like it felt so different. It's not really...
It's going to be the same.
Well, the rumor is that they've had to like restart development on it because Capcom and some other studio weren't agreeing on it, and like, Capcom wants to change the game like change the story, like change the setting and like completely alter the game. And the other studio, like I think it's M something, I can't remember. It's a division of Capcom, but like they wanted to like do a faithful remake, and Capcom doesn't. Like they want to change it, which I actually agree with Capcom with. I think that's how you sell it, is you make a new spin on 4. It's something RE9? No way. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think RE9 is coming out for another 3 or 4 years, to be real with you. I think there's like 3 more Resident Evil games before RE9. I think we will get a Resident Evil game next year. I do believe that. But RE9, it's probably not likely. Anything else? We want to just start throwing out some wild games that you think could show up during the show? RE9 title trailer. I mean, I would love it. Don't get me wrong.
What you got?
I mean, goodness. There's that other weird Capcom game, the one where you're floating in space that we thought was a Kojima game for a little while.
Oh yeah.
I can't even remember what it was called.
That was like PS5 exclusive, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know if that was PS5. I mean, Capcom can still show that off. Like, it's still their game. Promethean? That sounds right. Yeah, I think it was Promethean. that sounds like something that would exist.
Just thinking that, like, So, okay, here's my question. Do you think Sony will have an event, like, in the next week or 2?
No. I think they're going to have one in July for God of War. I believe that rumor.
What about you can't focus on God of War. Like, there's so many other things Sony could show. So many other things that are probably in development.
We'll probably get like a state of play with the God of War trailer. That's what they'll focus on, like whatever their key game is this fall. Pragmata. Yeah, it's called Pragmata. You're right, Regu, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I think Sony would have made that announcement by now. I think like unless it's like next week, like, or the week after, or in July, for sure. But like if it's this weekend, like I think that would be just bad business. You don't just
No, not this weekend.
It'd be kind of weird. Like
I would say
when the show's over.
Weekend. Yeah, next weekend, Friday through Sunday maybe, or maybe the week after that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. They could easily just announce a state of play that has like 3 or 4 new games in it, like easy. I think having Ratchet and Intergrade out right now, they're good for a little while. I don't think they need to show anything right now.
Probably right.
I think we'll get release dates for Solar Ash, Stray, Little Devil Inside. Solar Ash, I'm actually looking forward to. Stray, Little Devil Inside looks so good, but like I don't even know like who's developing those games. I don't even think Stray looks that promising. People just see a cat and say, "Oh, that's going to be game of the year." I'm like, I'm good. I'm probably not even going to play any of those games, to be honest with you. Speaking of Kojima, you think he's showing up at the Xbox press conference?
It's possible, maybe.
You think Phil Spencer and Kojima are going to shake hands? Next Kojima game exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Definitely not.
You actually don't believe that rumor?
I think Kojima is tired of being chained down.
I mean, Death Stranding was exclusive to PlayStation.
I know, and like he specifically like made it so that game would come to other platforms.
I don't know. He's hot right now. Everyone wants him. He's like the star pitcher right now.
I don't think he was even that happy with that agreement.
I don't think so either. Like I think he wanted that game on PC.
Yeah.
Or wanted it on Xbox as well. Like I think his next game could very well just be multi-plat, like on everything from the get-go.
He would. I don't know though, because like, maybe not. Maybe the next game will be PlayStation exclusive again for a little bit, because like he got his entire team familiar with working with an engine that is exclusive.
Yeah,
like
the Decima engine.
Proprietary stuff.
Which looks, I mean, Guerrilla's doing look how goddamn good Horizon looks. Like, that engine's, like, they've clearly have put in some work. Like, I mean, yeah. I don't know if he would, like, keep using the same engine. It feels weird to be jumping engines, but if that's what he wants to do.
I think it would be dumb. Because they've already learned it.
Yeah. I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know what the deal is with like, is that, like, Sony owns Decima. You cannot put that on Xbox. I mean, it's on PC already. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the deals are there. Like, I don't know who owns what.
Sony owns it. I'm almost positive.
I think so too. Kojima gonna announce a movie at E3? Yeah, I think that's likely too. Maybe during the Netflix thing, the Geeked Week. Definitely release date for Ghostwire Tokyo for sure. For sure. Definitely another trailer, which I actually need. That's Bethesda. That could easily show up at Bethesda.
Doom 3, maybe?
Oh, Square Enix announced the Babylon's Fall thing. Are you looking forward to that?
What's that?
That's the new Platinum Square Enix joint. We saw it a couple E3s ago. We've seen gameplay already. It's like a character action game. Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's Platinum. Like it. I don't know. Like, I haven't been a huge fan of Platinum in recent years, to be real with you. Like, I haven't been like, oh man, get ready for. I mean, I'm looking forward to Bayo 3 just because of the hype. But
I'm more interested in that in the FF16 combat than anything Platinum is working on.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I wonder if we see any new Devil May Cry stuff at Capcom. I wonder what's going on there. What's next? Do we see a fighting game? I'm asking you, Phenom Sage. You think that Marvel versus DC?
6.
Oh, Street Fighter 6. Oh god.
Happening.
I would actually I would get pretty excited. I would get pretty excited. You think that Marvel versus DC rumor thing is real though?
I don't even know what this is that you're talking about.
All right, so
That'd be cool.
Someone on like Reddit or whatever mentioned that that's happening, and then Ed Boon retweeted something that James Gunn said that's like feels really good to be working on something DC and something Marvel, like with Guardians and Suicide Squad. Ed Boon, the creative director over there, retweeted that and said, "Yeah, it does feel good, doesn't it?" Or something along those lines. So everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And Ed Boon is such a tease. He always does this. Like right before a game gets revealed, like he always teases. So everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be Marvel versus D," which is fucking wild, by the way. That's like...
that is wild. That is insane that would happen. But like, isn't it? Didn't people not like the DC game because it was like too PG-13 or whatever?
I mean, I don't think that was the DC versus Mortal Kombat people didn't like, but Injustice is huge right now. That's the same studio, and Injustice is people love Injustice.
All right.
So yeah, it could be good. I don't think we're seeing Street Fighter 6 though. I don't think that. I think that game is having some issues. I'm too.
Certainly intrigued.
I mean, that's kind of where I am with all of E3, to be honest with you. It's just like, I'm intrigued. I'm not overly hyped, not jumping up and down. Obviously, I will be during the show whenever I see Elden Ring or, of course, Breath of the Wild 2. But I'm gonna stay level-headed. I'm gonna stay calm. They will have DLC character. They have one DLC character left. Yeah, they have the Rival Schools girl, which looks sick, by the way. She looks awesome. But yeah, they could easily bring back like a weird another fighting game. Capcom could bring back Darkstalkers. That would get people talking. They could bring back Rival Schools. That would be huge.
Here's something that might show up at Key 3. What about that Jet Set Radio spiritual successor?
Oh my, that's Weezer. Oh my god, dude. Weezer's making... that could be it, dude. Weezer, they make like weird punk rock weird music. They could do it. That's my prediction now. You're gonna see like the lead singer of Weezer like spray painting shit during the...
that would be pretty dope.
Rivers Cuomo spray painting Jet Set Radio 3. Let's go. You heard it here first. That's probably the wildest prediction yet.
It's called like what is it?
There's Jet Grind Radio. That was the sequel.
No. It's like it's not Jet Set Radio. It's like some completely new thing from you got the same composer and you got
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Something cyberfunk or whatever.
Definitely something Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. I think that's what it's called.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think we could see that there.
I don't think Jet Set Radio 3 exists, does it?
No. I mean, we know that Sega's interested in reviving old IP, but I don't think it's happening. I think it's too late.
It's so weird.
It is.
So good IP, and they just keep making trash Sonic games. I don't get it.
They don't make any games. They don't make fucking anything. There's a Sonic game in 3 years. Like, the next Sonic game is not coming out for another year. Like, where's their games? They have Yakuza, but they're not doing...
As a company.
Pachinko. Sonic pinball machines in Japan and Sonic slot machines. Sonic merch. That's literally it. Sonic t-shirts. Bruh, yeah, they don't make Yakuza. Let's get that straight, chat.
Sega's getting bought out.
Sega's gonna get bought out. Yeah, Sega does not make Yakuza. Sega publishes Yakuza. I think they own RGG, but RGG is the ones that make Yakuza. That is absolutely their studio. I don't think Sonic Rangers is showing up. I really don't. I think that's it. I think you're gonna have to wait till Game Awards. I don't.
The question is, who cares about Sonic?
Like, who cares? All right. No, I mean, yeah, who does care for real? I mean, I don't. I'd have to see a really good trailer where I'm like, holy, this is the new Sonic. Let's fucking go.
How many times do we have to? How many times do we have to have like this terrible 3D Sonic game come out, and then like for some reason people are still excited about the next one? I just don't get it.
Yeah, Sonic's had a troubled past. All right, I think we're done. I think we need when we start talking about Sonic, I think it's time to end the discussion. Yeah, E3 is
I
and
do not trust the Sonic team to make an open world game to save their life. I trust them even less than the Pokemon team to make an open world game.
yeah, at least Pokemon like works with like that makes sense for Pokemon to be open world, whereas Sonic, like, why? No, please no. I need Sonic to be a linear level based video game. That's every Sonic game that has linear level based stuff is the best Sonic game. Like Sonic Adventure, like, I mean, I don't even consider those great games, to be honest with you. Like Sonic Colors, like those things. I think they need to make another one of those.
Isn't it funny how Sonic is, like, even though he has done everything, like, you think about Sonic and you're like, I want Sonic to be just this. But then with Mario, you also have, like, this really specific idea of what Mario should be, but then they do, like, all these other weird things, and they're still good.
Yeah.
They're still really good. I trust Mario with an open world game. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't even be surprised. I think that those the Mario people that did Bowser's Fury, I think they are gonna make that open world Mario game.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. There's a lot. There's probably a ton of stuff we missed. There's probably a ton of rumors and leaks that we don't know about that I'm gonna read about later. I'm sure something's getting leaked.
Stay tuned for the reaction streams.
Yeah, stay tuned for the reactions. We're gonna be trying to react to a lot of the good stuff. I'll probably end up reacting to everything though. I'm on vacation. Like I'm going for it. I might as well just to have a good time. But hit me up at Twitch down in the description below. Twitch.tv/FuminShow streams. Phenom Sage is going to be there. His YouTube info will be down there. And yeah, we're all going to have a good time. And I feel like something wild is. We're not going to be the same after this weekend. Something wild's going to happen. Going to be like, oh my god, Tony Hawk in Smash Bros. They did it.
That's another thing. Tony Hawk.
That's key 3. That's key 3.
It's re-emerging Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 remake.
Yeah, that's key 3 for sure. I think they get Tony Hawk there. I think he's gonna be there. It is a stage show, which is interesting. It's gonna be kind of cool seeing people back on stage again. Yeah. Anyway, to watch it live, check us all out down in the description below. Twitch.tv/FuminShow streams. Phenom Stage's stuff down there. Twitter's down there. Blah 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 blah. Get ready for more E3 content, gaming content, and everything in between. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Phenom Stage, for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
And until next time, until E3, party on.